Hey, what's going on to the best friends and fam on YouTube? So I'm just moving all the vehicles around. Good news is that the Porsche coolant pipes have been changed and we got no leaks. We pressure tested the system up to 18 PSI. It's not 100% bled yet, but it's close. I got lots of hot air in the cab. And like I said, guys, this job went swimmingly compared to what the internet said. But everything's all in. I'm gonna leave it just like this. I'm not putting any of the beauty covers back on, just because that's like a 45-minute job. I may be exaggerating a bit, but not by much. But I don't want to be caught in the bush somewhere with my pants down, so to speak. You know, something goes wrong and you gotta spend a bunch of time just to diagnose something maybe simple with the beauty covers. But this thing goes into inspection, we're hoping next Saturday. And then after that, we can start, once it's legal, I can start pouring money into it. Not that I already haven't, because I definitely have. This thing has turned into a, well, let's see, I got it for 5,700 bucks to my door, and right now we're sitting at 10.5 total. So yeah, I was not anticipating spending that kind of money on it, but I did not plan for it, but I planned for the worst, if that makes sense. Like, I'm like, if the coolant pipes aren't done, I'm going to spend X. If they are done, all that money goes straight into mods, and it didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and move all the vehicles around. I still gotta put the Porsche livery, however you want to say it, on the other side. And yeah, man, I'm just so stoked for this thing. Really, I am. This and the Jag have been awesome. I absolutely love the Jag. It definitely has its quirks though. If it doesn't see 12 volts to everything at any given time, it goes insane. So I've actually learned to put a jumper on it when I'm scanning the OBD2, and that actually prevented it from going psycho like it did the one time on me, and it locked me like the key out, so I had to restart the battery and yada yada yada. So without further ado, let's just move all the vehicles around. All right, first on the list is the Sienna. And I don't know if you guys know this, but here in Canada, these things are almost $100,000. 96, I think, was the all-inclusive on this thing. And this thing's literally brand new. We just picked it up. We actually really like this thing. It's a hybrid, like all of these Siennas are 4-cylinder hybrid, and we've literally filled up twice. I'm not even joking. In, it's not showing me, 1844. It's saying 10.0 because we really mainly use this thing just to take the kids to daycare and back. So it's a lot of start-stop. And I hope I'm not gonna hit a bike. Everyone's outside just doing lawn stuff. I literally spent all morning doing lawn stuff. And the birds are out, you could hear them. And we're in trusty, not rusty, because it's aluminum. And yeah, I actually really love this truck. I have, how many K on this thing now? Right here, 196,370, and this thing has been absolutely wonderful. It's been bulletproof for me, and I thought about selling it or trading it in on a TRX or something, and that's financially a bad move, obviously, but gas too, like that's really bad because I just reset that. But if we go to my like overall for a long time, I'm at set 12.0. And again, short trips on this thing too, so this thing sips fuel. All right, next on the list is the Jag, and I absolutely love this thing. Wife was not very happy when I bought this one, but I bought it, and I think she got over it. So when I got this thing, had some bumps and bruises, still kind of does, not crazy. It's just the oil cooler is leaking. Like not leaking, the lines are leaking, and it's common with the O-rings and stuff. So I just got to fix that. And I washed them, and there's nothing on them. They look brand new still. But super common issue, and there's an easy fix for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. TPMS on the rear passenger was missing completely, so I got that. There's no warning light on the dash, which is freaking awesome. And I got a whole cooling system revamp on the way. I got the coolant already, thermostat, the seal, and I think I'm waiting on just a overflow tank, because the sensor inside is broken, like the leveling sensor. So you get a warning light on the dash, but it's bypassed right now. So that's on the way. I actually bought one from Amazon. They sent the wrong one. And I actually still have to order the one from Rock Auto. Or Jag. They're cheap from Jag too. 170 bucks, I think, Canadian. But this thing has been freaking awesome. I love this thing so much. Supercharged V8. 420 horse. And yeah, just an awesome car. Like, it's cooking in here because it's cooking outside right now, but it's been a fantastic car, and supposedly they are quite reliable units. Just the little quirks, the electrical quirks, plastic coolant wise, and some of the fittings, but overall these things are actually really reliable. And yeah, I'm stoked, honestly stoked to have one. I just want the exhaust to be more loud, because it's not like the newer XFRs, which is essentially what this car is. It should just be louder, but it only has 110,000 K on it, so this thing's beautiful. I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep this bay on my driveway quick, this lane, if you will. Obviously it's the dirtier of my whole driveway, so might as well when in Rome, right? All right, let's get into Porsche. Sometimes this remote works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm assuming the battery needs to be changed. If you guys see my reflection, I'm wearing my geeky safety glasses because I've been doing yard work all morning, and they tint with the sun, so that's a warning light that happens every time you restart the battery. You just gotta drive it, and after you drive it, it usually, well, it's always reset for me. I'm just doing this here right now. Just for now. It's a weird system they got going on here too. I don't even know how to use this thing yet, just to shut it off. Like, just turn off. All right, let's see. That noise you hear too is like the actuators behind the dash. Super common noise that they make when, well, I guess they just make the noise. Nothing really happens, which is good. But we got to take the STI in, so I'm gonna have to park this thing on the street for now. I think, yes, I will. Such a weird sound. Usually when I press, whoa. Yeah, see, it's that middle one. So it's the actuator for these vents that are making the noises here. Good Porsche. I actually really like this thing, guys. Really do. I don't know if that's going to leave enough room for the STI. I really don't want to be filming and not paying attention and then boom, smoke the Porsche with the STI. And then last but certainly not least, the STI. This thing's turned out to be such an awesome car. For those of you that have been watching, you know the story already. It's like a brand new car underneath. It's weird. Me and my friends can't explain it because it's not like it has no mileage on it. It almost has 140,000, but the underside literally is brand new. Like, there's brand new hardware, brand new brackets. It's insane. The engine has brand new accessories. It's almost like someone did a restoration on this thing, but it like doesn't make sense because it's not like a 69 Camaro or something, or a Shelby or whatever. It's just an STI, so I'm not really certain what's going on, but I'll take it. So I'm just gonna let it run for a couple here. Get the juices flowing. And then back her up. Oh, we're getting close to the wall. JDM backup noise, everybody. Maybe I'll just leave it parked here and take a cool thumbnail. I don't know. What should I do, everybody? What should I do? Yeah, let's try that. All right, back to the Porsche. All right, how do I want to bring this in? I guess I gotta bring it in like this, because I gotta do the other decal, the other side of the decal. All right, here we are again, playing musical vehicles. It's like a 20-minute event for me. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm gonna throw that thing on today. That way I can clean the garage up, because it's just been an absolute mess. And there's some coolant leaks from the Porsche that I'm gonna clean up before the STI gets in. And we should be golden. But I just wanted to bring you guys along, update you as we go. So like I said, Porsche should be going. Oh yeah, you can see the DRLs that I started wiring. It's not bad, eh? It doesn't look too bad. Definitely could be refined, but not terrible at all. So super stoked for this thing to be road legal though, and start spending the money and time on it. And my STI just sits right now because we got the Jag. Maybe turn that thing into like a track streetcar. But yeah. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys the under tray for the Jag was like, these people must have lived out in the country or something, because it's disgusting. And it was, when I first took this off, there was probably, like, no lying, 5 pounds of pure dirt that I cleaned up. So anyway, you guys have a great, beautiful weekend ahead of you. Super jacked about everything that's going down. So stay tuned for some shenanigans with the Porsche, some off-roading. Obviously the Jag has parts coming and on the way, and you know, the STI as well. So stay tuned, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. All right, peace.